Space, the final frontier. It has always been a place of mystery and dreams. But now, with the advent of SpaceX's Starship program, these dreams are rapidly becoming a reality. From humble beginnings in a small village in Texas to the cutting-edge advancements of today, the journey of SpaceX has been nothing short of extraordinary. Join us as we explore the milestones, challenges, and triumphs of one of the most ambitious space programs in history. This is the story of Starship. Our story begins with Starhopper, the first prototype in the Starship program. In April 2019, Starhopper made its debut with a series of tethered hops, testing the Raptor engines that would power future spacecraft. But it was on August 27, 2019 that Starhopper truly made history. During a 150-meter flight, the stubby single-engine test vehicle lifted off from the launch pad, hovered gracefully, and then descended back to the ground, marking the first significant milestone for SpaceX's ambitious vision. This seemingly simple hop was a giant leap forward in proving the viability of the Raptor engines and the Starship design. As Starhopper ascended and hovered, it showed the world that the path to Mars and beyond was no longer a distant dream, but a tangible reality. This test flight captured the imagination of space enthusiasts everywhere, reigniting the excitement for human space exploration. It was a moment that marked the beginning of a new era, where reusable rockets could significantly reduce the cost of access to space, making it more accessible than ever before. The successful hop of Starhopper also laid the groundwork for the more advanced iterations of Starship that would follow. It was a clear signal that SpaceX was on the right track, steadily moving towards its ultimate goal of creating a fully reusable spacecraft capable of carrying humans to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. With the success of Starhopper, SpaceX rapidly moved on to more ambitious prototypes, beginning with SN1. Unfortunately, progress often comes with setbacks. SN1 faced a pressurization test failure in February 2020, but each failure provided critical data, driving improvements. SN2, a smaller test tank, successfully passed its cryogenic pressure test in March, validating design changes. SN3, however, collapsed during a cryogenic pressure test in April, further emphasizing the need for iterative enhancements. SN4 showed promise with multiple static fire tests, but ultimately met a fiery end in May 2020 due to a ground support equipment failure. Despite these setbacks, the early prototypes were essential in refining the design and capabilities of Starship. Concurrently, SpaceX was developing the infrastructure at Starbase, including launch pads and support facilities, laying the groundwork for future successes. Perseverance paid off with the successful 150-meter hops of SN5 and SN6. On August 4, 2020, SN5, a single-engine prototype, lifted off, hovered, and landed safely, marking a significant achievement for the program. Just a month later, on September 3rd, SN6 replicated this success, further validating the design and proving the reliability of the Raptor engines. These successful hops demonstrated that SpaceX was on the right path, setting the stage for even more ambitious tests. With confidence growing, SpaceX advanced to high-altitude flight tests, starting with SN8. On December 9, 2020, SN8 soared to an altitude of approximately 12.5 kilometers, executed a complex belly flop maneuver, and nearly landed successfully. Despite ending in a dramatic explosion due to low methane header tank pressure, the test was a major milestone. Subsequent prototypes, including SN9 and SN10, continued to push boundaries. SN9 reached 10 kilometers on February 2, 2021, but failed to land successfully. SN10 made history on March 3, 2021, with a successful high-altitude flight, though it exploded shortly after due to a hard landing. The Perseverance paid off with SN15, which successfully performed a high-altitude flight and landing on May 5, 2021, showcasing significant improvements and marking a major victory for the Starship program. Parallel to these flight tests, Starbase in Boca Chica, Texas, was undergoing a remarkable transformation. What started as a modest test site rapidly evolved into a state-of-the-art launch complex. High bays rose to accommodate the towering Starship prototypes, launch pads were constructed and upgraded, and massive integration towers were built to support the assembly and launch of these colossal rockets. The development of Starbase is one example of SpaceX's relentless innovation and dedication to advancing human spaceflight capabilities. The first integrated flight test, IFT-1, marked a significant milestone in SpaceX's quest for a fully reusable launch system. Combining the Super Heavy booster and the Starship upper stage, IFT-1 aimed to validate the basic integration and performance of both components working together. Although the test did not achieve full success, the data gathered was invaluable in refining the design and preparing for subsequent tests. The lessons learned from IFT-1 laid the groundwork for more ambitious flights. The fourth integrated flight test, IFT-4, marked a pivotal point in SpaceX's Starship program. On June 6, 2024, the Super Heavy booster and Starship upper stage launched from Starbase, Texas. All 33 Raptor engines ignited successfully at liftoff, though one engine shut down 3 seconds after ignition. This redundancy in the engine design allowed the mission to continue without significant impact. Throughout the ascent, 32 Raptor engines continued to fire until the main engine cutoff at T+246. During the boost-back burn, 12 of the 13 engines intended for the landing burn ignited successfully, demonstrating the robustness of SpaceX's design, even when not all engines are operational. One of the most critical moments during IFT-4 was the performance of Starship's aerodynamic flaps. These flaps are crucial for controlling the vehicle during descent. During the flight, one of the flaps nearly failed, creating a tense moment as engineers monitored the situation. Remarkably, the flap managed to stabilize, allowing the Starship to continue its mission. At T+251, the Starship upper stage successfully ignited its engines following stage separation. The booster then initiated its boost-back burn, preparing for a controlled descent. Meanwhile, the Starship continued its ascent, reaching a peak altitude before beginning its re-entry sequence. As Starship re-entered the atmosphere, the heat shield and thermal protection system faced extreme conditions. Despite concerns over potential damage, the vehicle managed to withstand the re-entry heat, demonstrating significant progress in SpaceX's reusability goals. The mission concluded with both the booster and Starship achieving controlled splashdowns, a significant milestone in the development of this groundbreaking spacecraft. IFT-4 provided invaluable data, particularly regarding engine performance and the thermal protection system, which will be used to enhance future iterations of the Starship program. This test marked a crucial step towards SpaceX's vision of a fully reusable and reliable launch system. From the early days of Starhopper to the ambitious vision of Mechazilla, each step has brought us closer to a new era of space exploration. The integrated flight tests have showcased the incredible potential of a fully reusable spacecraft system, paving the way for interplanetary missions. As SpaceX continues to refine and enhance Starship, the dream of making life multiplanetary comes ever closer to reality. Looking ahead, the next major milestone is the ambitious plan to catch the Super Heavy booster using the launch tower's chopsticks. This innovative system aims to grab the returning booster mid-air, drastically reducing turnaround times and further advancing reusability. This bold step could revolutionize the way we think about space launches, making them more efficient and sustainable. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on SpaceX's quest to conquer the final frontier. Together, we are witnessing history in the making.